Hello everyone, I'm here with Java champion Edson Yanaga, and Edson, my question for you is how can you prepare to perform on big stages and give amazing presentations?
Okay, I think for you to be able to present in big stages, you need to be able to present in small stages first. I think you require a lot of practice because whenever you step into a big stage, 5,000 people, more, is just frightening. And but if you have the experience, then you realize that after the first 30 seconds, 60 seconds, it's normal, right? And so I think the more you practice, the more you'll be prepared for something. You never feel calm. You're never gonna feel prepared enough, but you will go over it. As long as you've practiced before, you see that pain in the stomach that you feel before a talk, it never goes away, but you get used to it as long as you practice enough. So if you're prepared, if you know that you did your best, and you know that your content is good, it doesn't matter the size of the audience, you'll be able to perform well in any case. Which leads to the other topic, which is how can you create an engaging presentation? I always like to repeat a sentence that I read many years ago, because when I was a professor, my first classes, and I'm so sorry for my first students because I know it was awful, because I was more worried about teaching than making them understand. So I think that's a good point. When you're giving a talk, it's never about showing what you know, but instead is about how can you help other people to solve the issues that they're having. And going back to the sentence that I said before, a great speaker once said that there are only two types of talks. There are great talks and there are boring talks. As long as your talk is not boring, you're good. People will, the talk was great. It was great because it was fun. It was great because it was interesting. It was great because it was perfectly explained. It was great because we connected with the story of the speaker. So there are many ways for a talk to be great as long as it's not boring. So that's how you call people's attentions. Mm-hmm. And I had the privilege of having some pedagogy classes. It's how to engage the students and how to make them pay attention to you over 1 hour. And of course, I'm really addicted in watching TED Talks video about speaking. Mm-hmm. So then you learn how to position yourself, for example, on the stage. Because I used to do a lot of the, and then when I watch painfully some of my older talks, I can see myself doing that, and I can say, "Oh, it sucks." So, which leads to another point that I avoid at all, which is to record yourself and watch yourself. Mm-hmm. And I hate doing that because it's so painful. But because you're always judging yourself. But if you do that, if you learn to live with that, you're able to see what you're doing wrong. Because when you see yourself, it's obvious. Oh my God, I'm stuttering. Oh my God, I'm shaking my hands. Oh my God, I'm moving. I'm making this weird balance. Oh my God, I always have a feeling word, which I used to have a lot. Mm-hmm. I still do, but then you learn, instead of, if you watch yourself, and say, I do say a lot of this feeling word all the time. And then you learn that if you want to think a bit before talking about the next thing, you don't need to do you just breathe.
You sound more natural.
Yeah, exactly. And when you realize that, I watch a lot of TED Talks about it. When you give a pause, people become more eager to listen to what you're going to talk next. Mm-hmm. So that's another technique. techniques like so. I encourage you to watch a lot of these sessions. How do you change your tone? How to do that? But I really like the point. Just to be simple. As long as your talk is not boring, it's going to be a great talk. And how can you make people feel that? And that's what the discussion we're having some minutes ago. It was that you can engage the audience. You can convince them that it's worth listening to you in two different ways. You can do that with sympathy, which requires authority. People want to listen to you because you're an authority in the field. They respect you because you're really good at it. The second one, which is way easier, is that they feel empathy for you. They want to listen to what you have to say because you are like them. Like, I'm a developer, they are a developer. I have this issue, they have this issue too. So that's how you get empathy from them. Because that's a thing that I did in the past. Sometimes when you're given some content, you want to feel, you want to position yourself as an authority in the subjects. And sometimes in the audience, there's a guy that wrote the stuff that you're talking about there. And sometimes I have this issue. Sometimes you can present yourself as an arrogant person. So empathy is a much easier, much safer way for you to give a talk. So you are like them. My son was taking some speaking classes and he was super nervous as well. He was like, how can you make it easier to give a talk? And then I told him this stuff. As long as it's not boring, it's going to be great. And I always enjoy like doing ticebreakers. Interacting with the audience is great. Telling a joke if you can land it. I'm terrible at jokes. But what I do is that my wife complains that I talk to myself with my imaginary friends. Actually, I don't have any imaginary friends. I'm always rehearsing situations and all my jokes are rehearsed. So that's when I just like rehearse the situation, or when I'm preparing for a talk, I just rehearse a joke. And then I think, no, my timing is wrong. My punchline is wrong. And I just keep doing it until I get it. And you see a lot of, if you watch my sessions on YouTube, there are a bunch of them where I try to make a joke and nobody laughs. But instead of freezing, I know that this could happen. You just move forward. And then just try again. After a couple slides, you try another thing. So, which leads to preparation. Like giving a talk is not only about content. Like, your content can be the smallest as possible, can be the less irrelevant at all, but a good delivery will make them remember you. So in the early in my career, I used to focus only on the content, but these days I focus content first, of course, but then delivery. How I'm going to make this session something that they will remember. So it's that's my goal. Whenever I try to prepare something, how I want them to feel. I want them to feel excited. I want them to feel worried. That's how people will remember. Oh, I went to that talk and it was amazing because he talked about the same issues that I had, and the things he tried to do, he also went through that as well. And so when people connect with you with these emotions, they will remember you, and it's going to be a great talk. You asked for you said it was going to be a short question. I don't know if it's a short answer, but we could go hours talking about it. But I think it's a good enough answer.
Yeah, awesome. And you mentioned you have to entertain people. You have to connect with them. So this reminded me of a framework that is entertain, educate, elevate. Have you used this before.
No, I never heard about this
No.
framework, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Do you use it in your talks?
I'm trying to.
Okay.
So you first entertain, so you have the sympathy, so people will start listening to you. And then you educate. Then you talk about the content you have to deliver. And then the elevate part is like when you try to have people taking action about what they just learned from you. That's it. So thank you so much. I think your answer was amazing. Not short at all, but not long. We can have other discussions afterwards about this same topic. Thank you so much. And my name is Luiz, and this was me asking a Java champion. See you in the next video. Thank you.